This is Adam Paul Seagram, and I usually don't discuss anything that's political, but this is not really political. This is about justice. I'm a Virgo, and so we're all about justice. And I could always feel things, even as a kid, when I wasn't being told the truth or something was up, I could smell a rat. And at that time I was told not to speak because people didn't want it, so I didn't speak because they didn't want to be confronted with the truth. That was a long time ago, in a very small town, in a place that it's probably not like so much like that now. But in any case, this thing with Judge Eileen Cannon has come to me as being I smell a rat. First of all, why was her name included in the lottery if she was a Trump appointed judge in the first place? Why was she included? That right there would be a disqualification. Why was her name on this supposed lottery, and how did she get chosen out of 15 people? So that smells very suspicious to me in the first place. And we know that, and I've been checking in on this. I can also read iris. I can look at photo of a person, and I can tell you what their intention and their energy is and where they're at, oftentimes to some degree. And I see something there that, yes, she's somewhat inexperienced. She thinks she can handle it. And she believes that she's on the up and up. You know, sometimes people think a little white lie is okay. And sometimes that will enable them to slip something bigger through. And they'll figure out, well, everybody does it. I'm a judge, so they'll listen to me, and I just think this is better for everybody. So that's, she's setting a precedent for others, and that doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel totally clean. So in this process, I started looking into it a little more. I looked in her eyes, and I could see that she thinks she's knows more than she does. But on the underside, she knows she doesn't, and so there's a lack of confidence there. And also, I asked my higher self and my guides and the things I check in with if she's in his pocket financially, and I get that no, she's not. However, I ask is she she's a supporter, and I get yes, she is clearly. Come on. So that's not impartial. And what it tells me is that and I said there's something deeper going on here, that I smell a rat. And there's clearly, there's people in between he and her that were pulling some strings all to get her there in the first place in the position. And that she comes from Florida, which has a history of judges who are able to turn the tide at the last minute. And that energy does not support light. And people who are not of the light, unfortunately, are in a lot of high places in the world these days. And they don't know that they don't know that they don't even know that they don't know. And they're afraid of light. They only know what they know, which is to play the game. And they get their pockets padded, and they get positions, or they get gifts like beach houses and yachts and cars and private plane service and all kinds of things. So, but guess who's paying for all this? We, the people. This whole deal is costing us millions and millions and millions and millions. And it's really hitting us all where it hurts. Our economy is strong, but we the people are paying for it, and we have needs, that we have bills, So this shenanigans need to be cleaned up and be swept over the edge of the cliff, and be kind of like done. It's going on too long, all of it. And the United States was designed to be the lamp and the light of the world of truth and peace and justice for all, equality for all. And this is it's all oozing out of the cracks right now. It's flowing. Everybody can see that it's not. It is a two-sided system. Even within the system, that's supposed to be just. Look what happened to the Supreme Court. It's been sabotaged, and intentionally. And they're not finished with us, we the people, just yet, believe me. But what's going to happen is all this is going to expose a lot of other grift, let's say, and whatever that goes on that needs to be cleaned up so the United States of America can be the lamp of the world again. It will be, I can tell you that. But not until we have unity and not division, and there's justice for and equality for all. And this case is a good example of, let's just say, whitewashing. Let's just call it that. And what I also looked at, though, however, was that this is all going to kind of explode. I saw an explosion beneath her chair, the seat of justice, the seat of the judge. This particular judge, around, see it around January-ish, where it's going to come out what's going on. And I don't know what it is. And we don't need to know that at this time, but it will be exposed in a big way, which is the bigger picture is because that the light of truth and justice and God's light, let's just say, which is not an old man in the sky, by the way, it's something higher purpose and a higher vision and higher love and unity for all, and abundance and balance and all of that, must be corrected. So this has happened for several reasons. A, because it was a setup. For some reason, somebody behind the curtain has been setting this up for, they think, for their own benefit, but it's going to expose what is wrong with the judicial system so that it can be cleaned up and corrected. However, this sort of explosion beneath the chair, it's not going to go well for her. And it's just another, these stall tactics are hurting everybody. We need justice, and we need justice now, whatever it is. Accountability. We want the system to work the way it's supposed to work, with impartiality. And clearly this can't be. Period. So, and the bigger picture is that the United States of America becoming the lamp to the world has to do with the light of God, which was always the intention for this land to be free and blessed in many ways, which it still is and has been, but it's being eroded from within in many of these institutions. And the people of higher light are just waiting to come forward, and we hope, and some of them are there now, and some of them are being called not when they are. In any case, everyone's doing their best on some level. But the shady business has to go away, because we the people are really tired of paying for it. And I don't want to hate my neighbor. I don't care what party's in charge, as long as a person of integrity with fairness and justice and illumination. So let's get on with this. I just had to share this because we're going to see things happen. It's going to take way too long. Another day is too long as far as I'm concerned. Let's clean up the mess and love thy neighbors. Don't blame them for everything. So come on now. So let's join in and know that the peace and light that this country was meant to be is being restored, will be restored, is restored, and in divine timing right here and right now. And that I call forth all entities, both seen and unseen, that are of light and of justice and truth, to work from behind the scenes and step in front of the scenes and take charge and say, I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take this anymore. I want justice and peace for all. And let's give thanks for that. And so it is. So that said, this is Adam Paul Seagram. You can have a private session with me. You can contact me on Facebook. And we can work on whatever you want to clear in your life and create in your life, including relationships and abundance of all kinds, health, and better work, better housing. I'm a great manifester. My friends call me the manifester. They call me when they need help, and I'm here to give you help. I have 40 years in this chair of assisting people professionally, and I'm well trained, years and years of training from many venues. So I'm here to help you achieve better experience. So have a great day. Thank you.